longitudinal section through the ileum. Okay, so you're looking at a section of ileum. Now, what are those big, what, ridges here?
Your plicae circularis.
Yeah, those are the plicae circularis. And then what are the little finger-like projections coming out?
Villi.
Villi. And again, you can see the, what's all this loose tissue here? That would be submucosa, just like in the stomach. Submucosa, then what is this between my fingers? This area? Muscularis externa. And then you can see the fascicles of smooth muscle cells that are part of the circular layer. Remember, there's only 2 layers of muscle, smooth muscle here in all the other alimentary canal organs, including the small intestine. So this would be the circular layer, and then right here would be the longitudinal layer. And then that loose tissue on the outside would be the serosa. Okay. So you can see all the layers again. Now, the muscularis mucosa doesn't show up quite as well, but it's a thin layer right there where my finger is. And then if you look at, yep, there it is. If you look at one villus, you see that big cavity there going up inside the villus?
That's your lacteal.
That would be probably a lacteal. So sometimes you can see a longer length, but that would definitely probably be a lacteal. And then there's a network of little blood capillaries that kind of encase that lacteal. So, and then, by the way, what is that mass of dark staining cells that you see at the top of the plicae? That's part of the mucosa. I can tell you they're lymphocytes, and whenever they're in the ileum like that, that mass embedded in the mucosa, it's a malt tissue, mucosal associated lymphatic tissue, but what do we call it here in the ileum?
I'm lost.
Uh-oh. A Peyer's patch.
Oh.
That is a Peyer's patch right there. Okay. And then what kind of epithelium would basically line the inside of the small intestine?
Simple columnar?
Yeah, it's a simple columnar. You can see the goblet cells there. Nice goblet cells. So you got the villi, submucosa here, and then the muscularis externa. And again, remember, because it's a longitudinal section, and these are circular, part of the circular layer, these cells have been cut in cross sections, so they're coming out of the screen and going into the screen. And whereas these, you should be able to see the entire cell because, again, these are longitudinal layer. So if they've been sectioned through along the length, you should be able to see the entire cell.
Okay.
And then